So I've got one of my really quick dinner recipes for you guys today. It's only 15 minutes and it's all about your pantry staples, things that you might find at the back of the fridge, except for one little ingredient, which is pork mince. So basically, our aromats for today's recipe, it's a udon noodle, is some ginger, some spring onion, and some garlic. So first up, I'm just gonna peel the ginger, just quickly with the back of a spoon, just about a thumb-sized piece. So I'm just gonna use this knob at the end, basically. I'm just gonna break this guy off, set him aside, thinly slice it. As you can see, this ginger is really, really young, so it's quite sweet. It doesn't have that much of a kick that older ginger does, which is lovely. So that's the ginger, sliced into little battens, ready to go into the fryer. Sorry, I forgot noodles. So I've got some udon noodles here, which I usually already have in my pantry, ready to go, because it's so fast, so easy to cook as well. So I'm just gonna grab a little bundle of this guy out, drop it straight into some boiling water, which I've got ready here. And basically that just sits there for about 8 minutes. So we've got some spring onion, just the white parts. We're gonna reserve the green parts to kind of garnish a little bit later. Finely chopped. Beautiful. All right, let's get on to actually cooking this off. So I've got veg oil, straight into the little pan. We're gonna wait for our pan to heat up, and then as soon as it comes to temperature, I'm gonna drop in my ginger, my spring onions, and then garlic about 30 seconds after. Pans come to temperature, it's time to drop in our aromats, so the ginger and the spring onion first, just because they're a little bit bigger than the crushed garlic, so we're gonna add that in just a little bit later. I love the smell of ginger and spring onion in a pan, and then when you add garlic in, it just is absolute heaven. It's a really, really kind of easy way to add a lot of flavor to a dish, and it's so simple, and all of these ingredients you kind of already have just kind of on your in your pantry or on your bench. Time to drop in some of these sesame seeds. I'm gonna reserve some just kind of to dust it at the end. The sesame seeds going in now gets really nicely toasted and roasted, so it adds a nuttiness to the whole dish. All right, so next up, we're gonna put the pork, which is our protein in. We're just gonna kind of split it up, and look how fast everything's happening. Like we've only had the noodles in for about 5 minutes. This is almost ready to go. Next in goes the cabbage, and you basically have a dish. So this is the perfect kind of dish to make when you're kind of not in the mood to cook, but you want something really yummy, something really delicious and really fast. This is always a staple in my household. Like if we have any kind of other protein, if there's chicken, that can go in. If there's beef, you can kind of change it to how you like it. That's looking beautiful. So now in goes the cabbage. It's going straight into the bowl. Straight into the pan. But look, if you don't have cabbage at home, feel free to add bok choy in, snow peas, anything that you kind of have, some shredded carrot even. I'm just gonna check on these noodles now, see if they're cooked. With the noodles, I want them to be soft, but with still a little bit of crunch just in the center so that they're kind of al dente. That's looking and tasting perfect texture-wise as well. So off the heat it goes. I'm going to just strain it off. Just pouring them straight into a bowl, get rid of all of that moisture. And then I'm going to quickly pop it into another bowl and just cover them with a little bit of sesame oil for flavor and so that they don't stick together. All right, that's looking beautiful. I'm going to set him aside and get back to our little pork and cabbage fry up here. Yum, that's looking so gorgeous. Time to add in a little bit more flavor. So I've got some dark soy, a little bit of that goes in. So this adds a little bit of seasoning and that umami that you kind of want from this dish. Just because there's not that many ingredients, you want everything to kind of be full of flavor. And then next up, one of my favorite ingredients, kecap manis. As you can see, when it comes out, it's really rich and really sticky. You don't need a lot of this. It adds a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of chili flakes. Look, if you don't like heat, don't worry about these, but I love my heat, so there's gonna be quite a little bit that goes in. And that's basically the bulk of the dish done. All I'm gonna do now is pop the noodles straight into the pan, give it a nice mix. Pinch of salt, and basically that's it, ready to go. So quick, so simple. Time to plate up. So, bowl, ready. Some spring onions, just for garnish, over the top. Just the green beets. Look, That's looking beautiful, but garnish is like a little bit of green, like spring onions or coriander, and then some sesame seeds, a little bit of chili flakes. It's definitely a way to take your dish to the next level, and it just looks really eye-catching. So this is gonna go into my little bowl here. Yum, I cannot wait to eat this. And this beautiful mint and cabbage. That's looking to die for. So a dusting of these spring onions. Some sesame seeds, another pinch of this beautiful chili. So there you go, that right there is my midweek dinner for two, my udon noodles in under 15 minutes.